Okay, so today guys, we are going to discuss evaluating a function. So, paano po ba tayo nag-i-evaluate ng function? So, basically, to evaluate a function, it means that to find the value of the output. So, ito yung magiging output natin or yung ating y value. Given yung ating input na f of x. So, dito, yung ating input. So, halimbawa ito, f of 5. So, ibig sabihin, ang 5 is our input. And the value na lalabas after substituting this input sa ating equation, siya yung tinatawag natin na output. Evaluating a function is the process of determining the value of the function at the number assigned in a given variable. So, these are the step-by-step process on how to evaluate a function. The first one, replace each letter in the expression with the assigned value. And the second one, perform the operations in the expression using the correct order of operations. So dito, papasok yung PEMDAS natin. So parenthesis, exponent, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. So ang process natin from left to right. Okay, so let us try to evaluate this function. Example number 1. Given the functions f of x is equal to 4x squared minus 5x plus 3, find the value of f of 5. Ibig sabihin, yung input natin is 5. So this is our input, which is yung 5. So what we are going to do, isa-substitute natin itong input natin sa value ng ating x sa given function. So dito, ang x natin is papalitan lang natin siya ng 5. So, magiging f of 5 is equal to 4. Then, lagay natin yung 5 raised to square or 5 square minus 5. Then, lagay din natin yung 5 plus yung ating 3. So, PEMDAS tayo. Parenthesis, exponent, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. So, dito, sa parenthesis natin, wala naman tayong kailangang i-process dyan eh. Okay? So, dito ba may exponent tayo? So, tingnan natin, may exponent tayo. So, we have here, our exponent, yung 5 square. So, anong gagawin natin? I-process muna natin yung ating exponent. So, bring down natin, f of 5 is equal siya sa 4. So, what is 5 square? So, we know that this is equal to 25. Then, bring down lang natin yung the rest. So, 5 times 5. Then, plus 3. Then, continue natin. Multiplication. May multiplication ba tayo? Ang process natin from left to right ha. So, multiplication. So, i-multiply natin yung 4 times 25. Tsaka yung negative 5 times 25. Negative 5 times 5. So, 4 times 25 is 100. Then, negative 5 times 5 is equal to negative 25. Then, bring down natin yung plus 3. So, we are done with the multiplication. May division ka ba? So, in this case, wala tayong kailangan i-divide. So, may kailangan ka bang i-add? So, from left to right. So, from left to right, so, kailangan nating i-add ito. Okay? So, bring down lang natin yung 100. So, 100. Then, negative 25 plus 3. So, this is negative 22. Okay? So, then the last process natin is yung ating subtraction. So, what is 100 minus 22? So, we know that this is equal to 78. So, ibig sabihin, yung f of 5 natin or yung f of x natin, which is ang input natin is 5, is equal siya sa 78. So, dito, meron tayong input. If x is 5, our input, then our output is equal siya sa 78. Let us proceed yung second example natin. So, the same yung function 4x squared minus 5x plus 3. Ang input natin is yung negative 4. So, same as usual. So, we are just going to substitute the value of our x. So, which is yung negative 4. Then 4. Then, this is negative 4 square. Then, negative 5 times negative 4, then the plus 3. So, PEMDAS pa rin tayo, parenthesis, exponent, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. So, wala tayong parenthesis, exponent natin. So, exponent is yung negative 4 square. So, bring down natin yung 4. Then negative 4 square is 16. Then, bring down natin yung negative 5 times negative 4. Then, plus yung 3 natin. Then, 4 times 16. So, this is equal siya sa 32 times 32 is 64. So, this is 64. Then, multiply natin. Kasi nag-multiply tayo dito ha. So, minultiply natin yan. Kaya nakuha natin yung 64. Then, negative 5 times negative 4. So, we have here positive 20. Then, bring down natin yung 3. Okay? Division, may kailangan i-divide? Wala. May kailangan ba tayong i-add? Okay, so add natin from left to right. So, we have here 64 plus 20 is equal siya sa 84. Then, yung plus 3 natin. So, add pa rin natin yung plus 3. So, therefore, this is equal to 87. So, our f of negative 4, if our input is equal siya sa negative 4, ang output natin is 87. How about this third example? So we have this given function 4x squared minus 5x plus 3. Find the f of 1/4. So ibig sabihin, ang input natin dito is 1/4. So same as usual. So we are just going to substitute the value of our x, so which is yung 1/4. Then which is equal siya sa 4 times 1/4 square minus 5 times 1/4. Then yung plus 3. So here, ang gagawin natin, so same process, PEMDAS, parenthesis, exponent, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction from left to right. So sa parenthesis natin, may kailangan ba tayong i-process? Di ba wala na. Sa exponent natin, may kailangan i-process. So of course, itong part na ito. So if we're going to process this one, so bring down natin yung 4, then 1 square is 1, 4 square is 16. Then, minus 5 natin, or bring down natin yung negative 5 times yung 1/4, then plus yung 3. Okay? So, in this case, multiplication naman tayo. So, if we are going to multiply whole number times the fraction, so, we are just going to multiply yung numerator times numerator and denominator times denominator. So, in this case, ang denominator ng 4 is 1. May imaginary kasi yan na 1 eh. Okay, so 4 times 1. So therefore, this is equal siya sa 4. 1 times 16. So this is equal to 16. Then, minus 5 times 1 is 5. Then 1 times 4 is 4. Plus yung 3. Then simplify natin to. 4 over 16. So pwede natin yan masimplify into 1/4. Then, bring down natin yung 5 over 4. Then, plus yung 3. Okay? So, in this case, may i-divide ba tayo? So, wala tayong kailangan i-divide. Itong addition saka subtraction, actually, pwede na natin sabay i-process yan. So, in this case, addition na lang muna tayo. So, let us proceed sa addition. So, ano ba yung kailangan natin i-add? Itong negative 5 over 4. So, negative 5 over 4. Then, yung plus 3 natin. So, we are going to add fraction plus the whole number. So, we know itong 3, may denominator yan na 1. So, pag nag-a-add tayo ng ganyan, magkaiba sila ng denominator. So, kukunin lang natin ang kanilang LCD. Ang LCD ng 4 tsaka 1 ay 4. Then, 4 divided by 4 is 1. Times negative 5 is negative 5. Then, 4 divided by 1 is equal sa 4 times positive 3 is positive 12. Then, negative 5 plus 12, so we know that this is equal to 7 over 4. So, ibig sabihin, bring down natin yung 1/4 natin, then negative 5 over 4 plus 3 is equal siya sa positive 7 over 4. So, in this case, parehas sila ng denominator, which is yung 4. So, copy lang natin. Pag pareha ang denominator, copy lang natin yung denominator, which is yung 4. Then, 4 divided by 4 is 1. Times 1 is 1. Then, 4 divided by 4 is 1. Times 7 is equal po siya sa positive 7. So, 1 plus 7 is equal po sa 8 over 4. Then 8 divided by 4 is equal ito sa 2. So therefore, ang output natin is 2. Kung ang input natin, is 1/4, so we have here our input na 1/4. Ito yon. Ang output natin ay yung 2. So this is 2. Okay, so how about this one? So we have here our input na a plus h. So same as usual, so substitute mo lang yung value ng iyong x, which is yung a plus h natin. So we have here 4 times a plus h square minus 5 times a plus h, then yung plus 3. So the same process, gagamitan mo pa rin siya ng PEMDAS, parenthesis, exponent, division, addition, and subtraction. So sa parenthesis natin, wala tayo kailangang i-process dyan. Yung a plus h kasi hindi natin pwedeng i-add yan kasi magkaiba sila ng term. So therefore, as is na lang po yan. So may exponent po ba tayo? So the same pa rin. Ito, may exponent tayo, which is yung a plus h square. So we know kapag may exponent tayo na 3 square, so it means that 3 times 3 po yan. How about kapag may a plus h square tayo na exponent? So ibig sabihin, multiply natin ng dalawang beses si a plus h tsaka si a plus h. Okay? So bring down lang natin yan. 4 times a plus h, then multiply natin si a plus h pa rin. Bring down natin si 5 times a plus h, then yung plus 3 natin. Okay? So in this case, multiply natin, multiplication. So we are going to multiply these two binomial, yung a plus h tsaka a plus h. So we know kapag nag-multiply tayo ng dalawang binomial, we are going to use yung FOIL method. So bring down natin yung 4. A times a is equal siya sa a square. Then a times h is equal siya sa ah. Then h times a is equal din siya sa ah. Then h times h is equal siya sa h square. Then bring down natin yung 5 times a plus h natin, then yung plus 3. Okay? So dito sa loob ng parenthesis, meron tayong pwedeng i-simplify dyan, which is yung a plus h tsaka a plus h. Pwede natin i-add yan kasi like terms yan. So therefore, we have to simplify this one is 4 times a square. A plus h is equal siya sa 2ah. Then, plus yung h square. Then, ito naman, bring down natin yung 5 times a plus h. Then, the plus 3. So, this time, we're going to use yung distributive property. So, 4 times a squared is 4a square. Then 4 times ah is equal siya sa 8ah. Then 4 times h squared, so therefore this is 4h squared. Then negative 5 times a is negative 5a. Then negative 5 times h is negative 5h. Then yung plus 3. So in this case, combine like terms tayo. May mga like terms ba tayo? So pag sinabi natin like terms, pareha ng variables at pareha ng exponent. So in this case, mukhang wala naman tayong nakikitang like terms. So what are we going to do is we are going to arrange na yung exponent natin from highest to lowest. So may pinakamataas na exponent natin dyan is yung square. So bring down natin itong 4a square followed by 4h square. So this is 4h squared. Then followed by yung negative 5a, then plus ah, 8ah rather. Then of course the negative 5h natin, then plus 3. Since wala na tayong kailangang ma-process dyan, so therefore, we can say na ito na yung pinaka-final answer natin, which is yung output natin. Kung ito yung input natin, ang magiging output natin ay ito.